Hello, Annie Sullivan All-Stars. I am so happy you're here today, and I look forward to seeing you. And you guys are doing such an amazing job with our hallway expectations. I've seen lots of hallway hugs and waves. You're doing a great job of controlling your voice and keeping your hands to yourself. So thank you. Continue to be all-stars and do that for us. It makes our learning environment in our whole school more focused and more quiet, and students can pay attention to their classroom teachers. So last week you got to play with that new playground equipment cart, and there were hula hoops and balls and 4 square balls and footballs and jump ropes and hula hoops and all the fun things. But I forgot to tell you a very important thing about all of those cool toys. You cannot take those on the equipment or on the swings. The hula hoops and jump ropes and the balls all have to stay on the blacktop. So please help me keep our playground safe by keeping all of our new cart toys on the blacktop. That way everyone's safe and everyone feels like they're having fun, and you just want to make sure that we use those correctly. Okay, so this week we are continuing to focus on habit 1, be proactive. I'm in charge of my life. And this year we have a new ASL interpreter, and that's our American Sign Language interpreter. And her name is Mrs. Strand. And Mrs. Strand and I got to work together at another school at a different time. And so it's fun to have her in our school. And she is going to show us how to say be safe, be responsible, and be respectful in American Sign Language. So here it is. Be safe, be responsible, be respectful. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do that. So we're going to make our be safe, make our R's, responsible, and then make our R's, respectful. Awesome job. And so I look forward to seeing you in the hallway, in the lunchroom, in the bathrooms, and outside following those 3 expectations. This week we are continuing to focus on habit 1, be proactive. I'm in charge of my life. And there's a component of that I wanted to really talk about, and that is taking ownership of when you make a mistake. Because we all make mistakes. It happens all the time. I make mistakes. Your teacher makes mistakes. You make mistakes, and it's okay. But when we practice habit 1, we own our mistake and then we apologize. So I wanted to teach you a formal apology. And that sounds like this. There's 3 pieces. 1, we apologize for what we did wrong. 2, we tell the person what we're going to do better next time. And 3, we ask for forgiveness. So it sounds like this. Pretend I accidentally pushed someone when I was on the playground equipment, and I didn't mean to, but I did. So then I would say this. Sam, I'm sorry I pushed you. Next time, I'll be more careful when I'm running on the equipment or when I'm going down the slide. Do you accept my apology? See those 3 parts? I'm sorry for pushing you. Next time, I'll be more safe and keep my hands to myself. 3, do you accept my apology? Okay, so if you make a mistake and you do something that might hurt someone else, or you do something on accident, like drop some things or bump into someone, you can apologize. And that is showing you have mastered that habit 1, being proactive and taking ownerships of your mistakes. All right, so that is the thing I wanted to talk about this week. And then I had a few other things on my list of here to talk about. And that is no hoods or hats are allowed to be worn in the school. If you'd like to wear your hood or your hat outside on the playground, that is totally fine. and you can do that. But we have a policy at Annie Sullivan, and actually it's across the entire district in every school, that to be respectful, we don't wear hoods or hats in our building at all. So if you are wearing one, please take it down. And if an adult asks you to take it down, be respectful and say, okay, do it right away. And smartwatches. I've noticed many students have a smartwatch, and I understand that you might use that for special things after school, calling your parents or help, letting them know where you are, those type of things. That is totally acceptable and okay. But when you have a smartwatch at school, you're not allowed to have it on. So you have to either power it down or put it in your backpack. Those are your two choices, but you cannot have a smartwatch on during the school day. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the green playground. That is a playground we're not utilizing as a school because we are not able to monitor as adults and supervise you in all the different areas. And over the years, there have continuously been some unsafe things that happen. And remember, the number one goal for us is to be safe. And as staff, we want to make sure you're safe and you feel safe, because in the tunnel slide, it's hard to see other kids. And what happened was 2 or 3 kids would get smashed in there at the same time and they would get hurt. And the merry-go-round is not safe because kids would fall off and get stuck underneath it, and then they would get really hurt. So to make sure everyone is safe and we are able to supervise you with the most care, we are not able to use the green playground. Okay, those were the things I wanted to talk about this week. I hope you have a wonderful week and a great day. And I learned this sign language. Today, I am so glad you are here today. So make it a great day. The choice is yours. And remember, at Annie Sullivan, we lead to succeed.